Thought I'd film a video on called When She Wants to Leave. When you're seeing somebody and she wants to leave and you're feeling that kind of clingy feeling where you want to hang on to her, your brain is telling you, oh man, I really, really love her. How do I fix this? How do I make this right? Your best bet is to let her do what she wants to do. Because the best bet for even fixing it, not just for it's the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do to let people do what they want, but it's also your only shot at getting her back. What you try to cling on to usually goes away. That applies for relationships, and that applies for anything in life, right? If you try to cling on to something, you're more likely to lose it because you're so desperate, you're clinging on to it, and honestly, the universe is just telling you, oh, it's not yours. If you're so desperate to cling on to this, you know it's not yours, so it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you lose that thing, that relationship, that whatever, etc. So let's say that you're with somebody, you're seeing somebody, and she's thinking about leaving. You feel the relationship start to decline a bit. If you are to cling on, those emotions that you feel when she wants to leave, like when she's kind of communicating she wants to leave, you're getting a feeling that that the relationship is on the decline, you guys are just drifting apart, that feeling of clinging, sometimes people will think that's love, but if you truly love somebody, you'll want what's best for them. And if they want to leave, letting them leave would be best for them in most cases. They'll be better off. You just let's assume we're all adults, right? We're all adults watching this in relationships with each other. We're accountable for our own lives, for our own relationships. By letting somebody do what they want to do, your only shot at getting her back. Because if you truly let her go, then she'll have the opportunity to choose you, rather than you doing something manipulative, being like, I love you, wait, and you beg for her to come back, and it's like that action of begging that gets her back, which doesn't work even, by the way. You probably know that doesn't work. So it's the only shot you have. And if you truly let her go in your heart, you're like, you know what, I love her, I care about her, I want what's best for her, I'm gonna let her do what she wants to do, and you let her go, then that also is good for you, because you're letting go of that need for her to be with you. And you'll end up happier if you guys don't get back together, or if it doesn't work out. The emotions that you're feeling, those needy emotions, have nothing to do with the love that you have for her, and everything to do with emotions that are in you, with clingy energy that's in you. And if you feel that clingy energy and don't take guidance from it, just let it exist, let it be there and feel it, but then do the right thing, take the right action that you know is right, then you win no matter what. If it's more likely that she'll come back because, like I said, she gets to choose you, and it'll be a better relationship where you didn't manipulate her into coming back. But if she doesn't come back, then you're happy, you've released, it's like a breath out. You've released that need for the relationship, that clingy desire, that codependence, which is what it really is. That whole, I wouldn't be able to live without you, I wouldn't be able to be who I am without you. That's codependence. Who you are being reliant on another person, that's being codependent on another person. And that's just, if you're an adult, you should be independent emotionally. And if you want to know more about that specific thing, that type of relationship where it's not codependent and you're coming more from independence, both parties are independent, you're independent, there's a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People where I first read about this, or where I first studied this topic on codependence, independence, and interdependence. Interdependence is the best type of relationship that's described in that book. Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. If you read like the first 3 chapters, I think it's in there, first 3 or 4 or something, and it talks about how when you're independent and then you go into a relationship, you can develop an interdependent relationship from that independent base, where interdependence is where you're both adding to each other's lives, you're complementing each other's lives. So you're fine on your own, you're good on your own, you're solid, you're independent, but then your partner adds to your life and you add to their life. That's interdependence, and that's the best type of relationship, according to this book. And it kind of rings true for me. Maybe it rings true for you too.